Better to do it scared than to not do it at all, right, chat? It's time. I'm not gonna say it's the big day, you know, we're not at the Elite Four or anything, but we've been calking Sutopolis Gym for like 2 weeks at this point. I genuinely think we've probably moved at a pace of like 1 fight per stream on average. Or at least like per session, you know, because some were shorter than others. RIP the headache stream. But like, I need to turn down the game music a little. Make sure that's at 70. Hey Jax, oh my god, I hope you don't mind. We kind of freebooted your content yesterday. When I heard missed range on Magirno, we stopped what we were doing, opened your stream, and watched that for probably 30 minutes. And I really gotta say, the strength of spirit it takes to have that happen, and then say, all right, chat, but look how it would have gone, though, if we didn't have this oversight. Look at how sick this would have been, actually. I would not have been able to fucking persist to at least show chat the lines. I would have quit. I would have quit and sobbed into my pillow. I don't know if that's necessarily true. It's probably true. But, like, that was real fucking sick. And, like, you're one of the people who I really appreciate having had popped in here a bunch and assist me with shit. And, truly no one deserved it less than you. By which I mean a wipe, you know. But we got all our wand shit calced. I would love it. I would love it so much if those lights weren't directly on my face. So it's either I can't sit forward enough, so I have to sit a little further back. But I don't know if we're going to get all of the fights in Juan Gym done today, if only because I play a little slow. But I mean, I think at the very least we're going to get through the back-to-back. So let's get into our review. Because the one really wonderful tech that we figured out last stream is we know how to get past Lady Daphne without scaling Salamence's speed stat. And all it costs is a really, really small chance to lose Basculegion. Thankfully, it doesn't lose us the run, it just loses us Basculegion. Who is not needed anywhere else in the gym. So, no weather. Hit show. Auto refresh. We need Excadrill. We need Urshifu. We need Greninja. She grin on my Nintilija. Where is he? Soul, where are you? There you are. We need Dragonite. We need Primarina. And we need Basculegion. Okay. Excadrill kind of doesn't need any item in particular. We're giving it the soft sand just generically. Urshifu, okay. Don't say big day, Rob. Don't get me wrong. It is like big streaming, but it's not like at the end. It's just a lot of Juan. It's just a lot of Sutopolis Gym. For Urshifu, I believe we need a Citrus Berry. I don't even think we actually need a held item here. I think Urshifu literally does this without an item. Urshifu also needs to know Brick Break. Note to self, I did not write teach Ursh B-Break. B-Brackle. It's just more consistent than Thunder Punch is the reason. Thunder Punch can theoretically be a range, but Brick Break always 2-hit KOs. Though I suppose Brick Break into close Thunder Punch into close combat works all the same. I think. Yeah. But anyways, Greninja just needs black glasses. Dragonite needs the Choice Scarf. Primarina also gets a Citrus Berry. And Basculegion gets the Assault Vest. Okay, so turn one of the fight. Excadrill against Focus Sash, Shield Dust, Rabombi. Now, the nice thing about Sticky Web is that it's not like Stealth Rocks or Spikes or other hazards. It is guaranteed to be used turn 1 if the AI doesn't see a kill. So turn 1, Rabombi is going to go for Sticky Webs. We are slower than it. We are going to use Rapid Spin. This breaks Rabombi's Focus Sash, increases our speed by 1. I did confirm with other people that Shield Dust does not prevent Rapid Spin from doing all of its Rapid Spin things. I take another sippy of my coffee. Turn 2, Rabombi is going to go for either Moonblast, Bug Buzz, or another Sticky Web. We are going to click Rapid Spin again, because that will make us faster than their entire team. Because theoretically, there's a version where we turn 1 Iron Head Rabombi, turn 2 Rapid Spin, but that would get us Dragapult in second, and we do not want that. I think, yeah. Because Dragapult could go for Infestation. It's interesting, because we can get Dragapult in on Aqua Tail doing that, but it's just kind of awkward. So we go for the second Rapid Spin, either clear up webs or just take a hit along the way. The most HP we can lose is 108. So that's 303 minus 108 brings us down to 195 HP. We don't care if Moonblast drops our special attack. We don't care if Bug Buzz drops our special defense. Because we are faster than everything on their team, once Rabombi goes down, they're just going to want to bring in the first thing that is able to KO us that we don't want hit KO, which is Bruxish, who notably does not have fucking whatchamacallit, special attacking moves. So having our Spidef drop doesn't affect anything here. So we will only ever be hit once by Rabombi, potentially 0 times, but no matter what, it will always see a kill with Liquidation to at least cause the swap in. Once Bruxish hits the field, it has to go for Liquidation. It would be fine if it went for Swords Dance, actually, but I believe it has to, because we threaten a fast 2-hit KO. So we are going to swap to Urshifu Rapid Strike on a Liquidation. We're going to take the damage. We are then going to bait either Psychic Fangs or Swords Dance, which will be a swap into Greninja. I'm going to get my second calculator to record the lowest possible HP that Urshifu is going to be at. I believe it is 227. So 304 minus 77 comes up to 227. Defense drop doesn't matter. If our defense goes down to -1, it's still only Psychic Fang sees highest damage and or kill. So Bruxish is going to go for Psychic Fangs or potentially Swords Dance if we get like a min-roll Liquidation, but very unlikely. Either way, we swap to Greninja, who takes no damage from either. We outspeed and we barely one-hit KO exactly with Black Glasses boosted Dark Pulse. So we one-hit KO Bruxish at full HP. Primarina sees that it cannot kill us. Samurott sees that it cannot kill us. Dragapult sees that it cannot kill us. Roserade sees a kill on us with only Grass Knot. This prevents it from clicking Sleep Powder. So we are going to swap to Dragonite on Grass Knot. Roserade will lose a bit of HP to Life Orb, but that doesn't do anything for us here. Dragonite, as mentioned, has Choice Scarf. Comes in on Grass Knot. The most damage it can take from it is 90. So 274 minus 90 comes up to 184. With Choice Scarf, we outspeed KO with Dual Wing Beat. So just an easy little outspeed kill. At which point, we are faster than Primarina, we are faster than Samurott, but we are slower than Dragapult. We will always take at least a little damage from Roserade, so Dragon Darts will always see a KO. This is to prevent infestation. So Dragapult will come in. It never sees Phantom Force. Highest damage is 142. Our lowest possible HP is 184. So it goes for Dragon Darts, which is a free swap into Primarina. Primarina can one-hit KO Dragapult with Moonblast. There's a chance it goes for Infestation. There is a chance it goes for Phantom Force. If we see Infestation or a non-crit Phantom Force, I believe the fight is riskless. I believe. So, Primarina comes in for free. It then KOs with Moonblast. Power Herb happens. It's not like that, Power Herb proccing Phantom Force in one turn affects anything. But if we take Phantom Force without a crit and Citrus Berry procs, we'll assume highest roll Phantom Force here. So first, 264 divided by 4 is 66. So 264 minus 165 plus 66 brings us out to 165 HP. We KO Dragapult. Lowest HP we can have without being crit is 165. Samurott sees that it is faster than us and we outdamage it. Hell, we one-hit KO it. Primarina sees that it's faster than us and we outdamage it, so it's just going to send in Primarina first, which is fine. Primarina is going to come in. It can go for Calm Mind. It can go for Calm Mind. It can go for Psychic, and it has a very tiny chance to go for Draining Kiss. Thankfully, we kind of don't care what it goes for. What we are going to do is, I think we would prefer it click Psychic, right? If Primarina hasn't been crit, which means it can always live a critical hit Psychic, 115 HP, we are going to flip turn off of this Primarina to do like 2 HP worth of damage. If it clicks Draining Kiss, that's fine because it's hitting us before we hit it, so we don't need to worry about the healing. If it goes for Calm Mind, that should be fine because the thing we're swapping into is a physical attacker. And no matter what happens, the thing we're swapping into never takes any damage since it's a slow flip turn. That thing we are flipping into is Basculegion. Now, if Primarina suffered a crit and its HP is too low and it risks dying to Psychic crit, we do have to raw swap to Basculegion. This is fine for the most part. Mint Mod, could you ban that guy, please? It just, like, it turns what's a riskless encounter into, like, a 1 in several thousand. What's my phone buzzing about? 1 second. My mom got a new dog. She's sending me photos of it. Wife immediately walks over and does a...
Because you mentioned it the other day, but didn't confirm it and have not shown me any pictures. And I live here.
You only see her in the little corner there.
Oh no, she's tiny. Is she same Australian?
I think she is. Here, let me find the first photo she sent.
Hopefully she has a equally good temper. Charlie honestly has a very good temper for a dog.
For context, chat, my mom's new dog.
Does she have a name yet?
Yes, Sasha.
Yeah.
Why do so many people call dogs Sasha? That's like such a common girl
Dogs
dog
just want
name.
very good tooch and
Yeah, but do you think my mom looked that up?
no.
Motherfuckers just be naming dogs Sasha. Anyway, Basculegion comes in on Primarina. As you can see with Assault Vest, Poltergeist here doesn't 2-hit KO if Primarina ever hits us with Draining Kiss. Also, that's toggled to crit. Ever hits us with Draining Kiss, or if we roll minimum damage twice in a row. If we get even 1 point above min roll on one of our 2 hits, we're fine. And even though it just stretches it out into a 3-turn. But essentially, we come in on Primarina, and we just want to try to ideally avoid... If it goes for Calm Mind, that's fine, right? Because, like, let's say we got the flip turn off, so we're guaranteed to 2-hit KO with Poltergeist, and it gets off Calm Mind. It gets +1 special attack, +1 special defense. As you can see, it can never go for Draining Kiss here. There's a single overlapping roll, but if it goes for Draining Kiss on its first hit, that's fine, because then it's not using Psychic. We're fine doing a 3-hit KO, but Psychic can drop our special defense, and then that can potentially escalate. We're basically in a situation where we just need to avoid, like, 2 crits and a Spadef drop. And it clicks, like, Calm Mind. We need to essentially, if it doesn't click Calm Mind turn 1, we're fine. Like, there's so much fiction that has to happen for us to lose Basculegion here. But essentially, we get Basculegion in, we 2-hit KO with Poltergeist. We have Assault Vest to up our odds substantially. We figured it was better for the math than a Citrus Berry. And then, once Primarina goes down, we have Samurott, who can come in for any move but Liquidation or Knockoff. I should also say, if Basculegion dies to Primarina, it's just a free swap to Excadrill to do 56%. Just kill it from there. It's sad, but, you know, it's... We have plenty of backups, you know? At which point, Samurott's on the field. Urshifu, as we established before, has 227 HP as its lowest possible amount of HP. So, we are assuming we are at 227, and we come in on... we'll assume this Excadrill line happens. We come in on a Sacred Sword, the highest damage move that it's got. And we get hit by Sacred Sword for 111 damage. We have 227 minus 111. go down to 116 HP. Procs or citrus, we're not even going to worry about that right now. So we come in, we take one Sacred Sword. Sacred Sword is its highest damaging move, so it's going to go for it again. We are going to get it with Brick Break. We're doing this because close combat lowers our defenses, which makes this less consistent because we aren't able to one-hit KO this guy. But we use Brick Break for the first time, do 37%, break its Choppleberry. Once its Choppleberry's broken, second Brick Break kills. So we have to take at most 2 hits, 1 on the switch in, 1 on the first turn we hit. So second Sacred Sword does another 111, which brings us down to, ignoring Citrus Berry, 5 HP, which is more than 0. Now, assuming we come in on Knockoff instead, which does more damage than Liquidation, it's less than Sacred Sword, so I don't think I really need to do the math here to teach you how coming in, you know, oh, boo-hoo, we lose our Citrus Berry, which is why we have to use a Citrus Berry, by the way, because it's very likely we swap in on Knockoff, and we don't want Urshifu to have an important item for that. So we swap in on Knockoff, we take damage. Doing E4? No. Why does everyone think I'm doing E4? No, I'm just finishing up Sootopolis Gym. Definitely not doing E4 right now. Like, someone popped into here earlier, yeah, Rob Boss, who was like, big day, and I'm like, not big day. A big day, but not big day. Not capital B, capital D. Okay, point is, we live crit Knockoff and crit Sacred Sword, and if we take critical hit, max roll Liquidation, so 227 minus 78, go down to 149, into a defense drop, into, in this world, it actually would be Sacred Sword, it would be Liquidation as the highest damaging move, because Sacred Sword ignores our stat changes, which is funny. So it should be 117. Or actually, no, in this situation, it would be Liquidation into Knockoff, which is 135. So 149 minus 135, 14 HP. We're fine. So, Urshifu always beats Samurott. Unfortunately, that is enough recounting the line. It's time to actually do the line. So, let's get this game booted up. I'm going to link the stream in Discord. Gearing up to Storm, Sootopolis Gym. Calcs are cooked. Oop. I was curious, I popped in a few streams ago when you were doing Sootopolis. Yeah, no, I've been going done calcing. I am, in fact, done calcing, G. Yeah, so we are running it. But yeah, no, I've been taking it very slow and steady with Sootopolis. I don't understand how motherfuckers, like, I know Aaron, Katie Bug's boyfriend, said, like, he just did Juan today, and he's like, yeah, and I'm gonna try to be at E4 by, like, next weekend or something like that. And I'm like, holy shit. Holy shit, you people. Okay, but let's... First fight. Also, the reason I'm in the Pokemon Center here instead of wherever I started last stream off was because we booted up the game and I went in here to, I think, look at XP on my guys. Just to explain that bit of incontinuity. So. Do any of these guys fly? Dragonite flies. Cool. Go at your own pace. Exactly. There's no point in trying to go fast and then eating shit. Like, I've already accepted there are 99 people on the on like the Hall of Fame sheet right now. I'm not making it in the first 100. And that's fine. I just want to finish the game. Okay, so we need you. We already have you. We need Grendolyn Ninja. Still possible, though. Yeah, but that would require both Katybug and Aaron to wipe, and I don't want that to happen to them. Katybug has been very nice to me, and Aaron seems like a sweetie. And I think that would also require Cole to wipe, because I think Cole's ahead of me. Like, they're my peers. They are my peers, and I know that I don't move fast enough to get ahead of them. So the best I can do is just, like, hope that they have a great time looking out from the top, you know? The Kirked guy cleared E4. Shut the fuck up, She. No, he didn't. You're lying to me. I hate that. No. Look, I'm all rising tides lift all ships, except for that guy. I hate that guy. Did he... Oh my god. Anyways, Primarina, we need a Dragonite. Where's my fucking Dragonite? Okay. So I want to know, just a guy in Dexcord. Just a guy in Dexcord who, like, did a lot of posting. That's right, I'm in Mauville. Because I started in the casino, because I wanted the music. His Twitch name was Kirked Up White Boy or something like that. Okay, I can't throw shade at that. I love saying Quirked Up White Girl, Quirked Up White Boy, things like that. I can dislike everything else about him, though. Okay, so. Punching techniques. Brick break. Levi already has it. Cool. Okay. Excadrill doesn't need any item in particular, but we're gonna give it the soft sand. Okay, Levi needs a citrus berry. We need to level up Soul. Welcome to 91, bud. I did do some looking ahead to confirm that we don't need Greninja to be specifically level 90 for any of the fights we're using it in. Okay, give you the blue glasses. Could also technically give you expert belt, but Dewdra, you need choice scarf. We might just have one, and we even have assault vest. Nice. Adeline, you need a citrus berry. And Diosa needs the assault vest. Okay. Rigiros has Iron Head, Rapid Spin. Levi has Brick Break. And Close Combat, technically. Soul has Ice Punch. This won't affect anything. Yeah. Just double checking the numbers here. Yep, not even Dragapult sees a kill on it. Black Glasses, we don't accidentally threaten Roserade. Cool. Okay. Yeah, having Thunder Punch on Deirdre shouldn't affect anything. Yeah, I think if anything, it's just like a strict upside for if something goes wrong and we have to bring Dragonite in. Cool. We have Moonblast, we have Flip Turn. Poltergeist, notably, Primarina does not ever use up its Kaba Berry, because that would be really bad. Yeah, you don't, like, accidentally use up their item when you hit them with Poltergeist, right? You don't force feed it the Kaba Berry. Hold on. Yep, just says fails if the target has no held item. Okay. And with all that being said, do you have Urshifu for later? Yeah. Urshifu, Citrus Berry, Brick Break. So that being said, got a lot of nerves for these fights, which means I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. All right, gamers. Time for the cold certainty of math. Really quick, just going to... I know this is very silly. I just want to look at the map tiles for the Stopolis Gym, because I think you can technically challenge the 3 in any order, or it might be, like... I'm pretty sure I know which sprite is which, but I want to be absolutely certain, for obvious reasons. Totopolis City Gym, floor 1, and it doesn't name them. Epic. Epic, epic, epic. But it names 2 of them underground. Epic. Okay. Like... Okay, fuck it. I'm 99.99% sure I know which one Bethany is. Or not Bethany, Daphne is. If it's not her, I'm just reloading, because fuck it. But also, I'm pretty sure if I go and look at her, like, trainer sprite in the AI document. Like, yeah. Lady Daphne, she's got a green dress on. Only one of these trainers got a green dress on. It's fine. Okay. Hi, Pio. Welcome to stream. Also just confirming all my guys in this calculator, and I do one, right? I did all of that with proper level assumptions. Cool. All right. I'd say it's the first one, but technically it's the third, right? The fourth, if you want to be real persnickety about it. Okay. It's cool. Final vibe check. Soft sand, because why not? Iron head, rapid spin. Citrus berry, brick break. Black glasses, dark pulse specifically? Dark pulse. Choice scarf, dual wing beat. Citrus berry, moonblast. Citrus berry, moonblast. New fruit snack from Gushers. Yeah. Cold certainty of math. Just walk into it. Chat, you don't know how much strength it took me to just walk straight up to that trainer and hit the A button, and to not recheck 30 times over. All right. Say hello to Lady Daphne. She's real tough. So, that Rabombi is faster than us. It wants to set up Sticky Web. It is required to do so on turn 1. We are slower than it. It having Shield Dust does not prevent us from boosting our speed and clearing the webs with Rapid Spin. So we are going to click Rapid Spin. Ah, the webs! They're so sticky. Now, we are too slow to kill it, so we have to click Rapid Spin again to boost our speed. It might try to reset the webs, it might not. It doesn't matter which. Nice. Excadrill being at full HP really helps our consistency if we need to, like, try to pull a maneuver to save, like, Basculegion against Primarina. Okay. We are now faster than every Pokemon on their team, and we are going to kill with Iron Head. A Chabonk. Okay, now next in should be Bruxish for Liquidation, or I think always Liquidation. Yeah. It should be always Liquidation. I think if it clicked Swords Dance, that's fine. First things first, we are going to swap to Levi. So that way we are baiting Psychic Fangs into Soul. We don't care if we suffer the stat drop, crit max roll, it's all fine. Okay. It's now going to go for either Sword Stance or Psychic Fangs. It's like 99.9% that it's Psychic Fangs. So, we swapped the soul. Good. We outspeed and we exactly one-hit KO with Black Glasses boosted Dark Pulse. We don't show a kill to anything on their team except for Roserade, who we do not threaten a kill on, so Roserade is going to come in next. Excellent. We don't need to worry about Roserade clicking Sleep Powder because it always sees a KO with Grass Knot. We are going to swap to Dragonite. Roserade's going to take a little recoil from Life Orb. It's fine. We're barely strong enough to never show it Sludge Bomb too. Okay. We are now faster than Roserade thanks to Choice Scarf, so we are going to KO it with Dual Wing Beat. We are faster than Primarina and Samurott, but we are slower than Dragapult, so Dragapult is going to come in next, seeing a KO with Dragon Darts. Okay. We are going to swap to Primarina, who is immune to Dragon Darts. It's going to go for either Phantom Force or Infestation. Infestation means that I believe the rest of this fight is riskless. Phantom Force, it's also riskless as long as Phantom Force doesn't crit. Either way, we are going to fight, and we are going to one-hit KO with Moonblast. Okay. Vanished. No crit. Okay, I think we're good. We are too McFucking powerful. We threaten a one-hit KO on Samurott, just like flat out. So the reason that we didn't want to see a crit is because now in the Diva off that's going on right now, we are able to live a critical hit max roll Psychic in case Primarina went for that, which means we are safe to click Flip Turn to switch out instead of just raw switching. Gazoon type. We would love to see this thing click Psychic, but Calm Mind should be fine. Nice. That is a completely free swap into Basculegion. So we get in Diosa. Pio says, bless you, Mitmod. Diosa 2-hit KOs with Poltergeist. I believe it is literally impossible for Primarina to win the DPS race here. So, we are going to click Poltergeist. You know? Oh shit, crit. And Spinef drop! Well, I'm glad Prim did her job. Okay. Prim, my queen. We outspeed KO with Poltergeist. You know? Holy shit. Honestly, I kind of needed that. I needed that levity. In comes Samurott, who I believe always sees a kill with knockoff. Yeah, minimum 93%. So it's going to go for knockoff. That's fine. We're going to swap to Urshifu. We take like 19% from knockoff. Fucking insane. Okay. It's just going to go for Sacred Sword. It does like a max of 40% on a crit. We click Brick Break. Use up its Chopple Berry. This does 37% minimum. Can't be crit. Damn, it did crit. Okay. That being said, without Choppleberry, I think we do minimum 70%. Yeah, Brick Break does 74. So we go for KO. $27 fights remaining. Feels real good to get that one down. Okay. The woman in the red shirt is the one we're fighting next. So let's step backwards. And then we just double back out to the front. All right, chat, this is the scary one. So first things first, before I do anything, we scale Latias's speed. That is a required portion of this fight. And I don't want to forget to do it. I am going to save before we do it, in case I, like, discover, oops, actually this line doesn't work, so I can reload my save afterwards. But yeah, okay. So really quickly, well, really quickly, let's at least step outside. We have the slightly better music while I double check my notes. So let me just farewell, Daphne. Hello, Bethany, Queen of the Demon Rain. Just click refresh. It is in rain. Show, auto refresh. Okay, so we need Barraskewda, we need Latias, we need Armaldo. Sorry, Tucker. We need Barraskewda again, we need Armaldo again, we need Barraskewda again. We need Electrode. We need Urshifu. And we need Flygon. Okay. For this fight, we need to get Hisuian Electrode up to level 56. We need to get Flygon up to level 89. So, really quickly, let me get the team assembled, and then I'll save. Vifane, who I think we also probably want to level up, but I'm not certain. Is Talk. Biscoff. Tucker. Electrode. Levi. And the utility dragon herself, in the flesh, it's Lixie. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to save and then use the scale on Latias speed in case we need to reload. But I just want to make sure... Maximize IV. Costs 1 heart scale. Hold on, I just want to make sure that it is currently 6, that I didn't, like, somehow fucking max it in my sleep. It is currently 6. Yeah, no, there are certainly worse vanity scales to spend than maximizing Latias's speed IV. His talk speed is now 31. Let's look at those numbers, baby. Whew. Oh my. Oh my. I almost want to max his... I hope we have like a vanity scale to max its defense with, just to look at those good numbers. That's very silly and pointless, and I shouldn't do that. There are much better places to max someone's defenses, but God, it looks nice. Okay. Like, literally upping anything on Primarine is probably more valuable than maxing Latias's defense IV. But a girl can fantasize. So, we need Barraskewda with Choice Band. We need Latias with Choice Scarf. Can confirm it is set to 31 speed. We need Armaldo with, I think, Citrus Berry? Or maybe nothing. Pecha Berry in case of Gunk Shot Poison. Electrode simply needs the Magnet, and Urshifu needs the Black Belt. And then Lixie needs nothing, because Lixie is incredible. Okay, so this one's a little confusing. Let's walk through it. Just check something real quick. Okay. So, also, shout out to LM Jax for providing me with the tools to figure out the start of this line. Made figuring out the rest of Bethany a lot easier. Okay, so first up, we have Barraskewda into Politoed. We are taking advantage of a very simple bug that a lot of people are familiar with. It is pivot into eject button bug. I don't know what else to call it. But essentially what happens is we hit Politoed with flip turn. That procs Politoed's eject button. For whatever reason, proccing eject button doesn't proc our own flip. We only force Politoed out, and it cancels out our pivot essentially. The reason that we have to do this is because we still want to use flip turn on Barraskewda, but we have to use Choice Band. So by taking advantage of that bug, we're able to force Politoed out early to take care of it later. So first things first, Barraskewda flips off Poly, and then Copperaja doesn't see a KO. Seismitoad sees a KO, and notably, nothing else outspeeds it. We don't threaten a KO on Seismitoad with Liquidation, so Seismitoad wants to come in to kill with either Earth Power or Power Whip. Once Seismitoad hits the field, we outspeed it. It has a Focus Sash and Swift Swim. It's really, really annoying. This is the first RNG moment of the fight. We're going to flip turn off of Seismitoad. That part's fine. That part's easy. We do a bunch of damage to it. Into Latias. Seismitoad is going to go for either Earth Power or Power Whip. We really want to see Earth Power. We want to see it. Power Whip's fine as long as it misses, or I believe as long as it doesn't crit. You know, there are 2 crits that can happen in this fight that mean we might need to sack Flygon, which is unfortunate, but kind of it is what it is this late into the run. But ideally it shouldn't happen. Either way, we take at most 30.6% from Seismitoad here. The reason that we had to max our speed IV is to be able to outspeed Seismitoad with Choice Scarf. Because if we had the 6 IV we had before, we underspeed it by quite a few points. So, we have 274 minus highest roll power up here is 84. Brings us down to 190 HP, but we come in, we're able to secure the KO with Choice Scarf Draco Meteor. Nice and easy. Once that goes down, the AI wants to see if there's anything that's faster than us, and believe it or not, there is, and its name is Overquill, and it kills us with Throat Chop, or potentially Gunk Shot, depending. So Overquill's really weird, because he's got Destiny Bond. It's just a really awkward move. But you can kind of get around it, you know? So Overquill outspeeds us. It sees a kill with Throat Chop. Even if we're at full HP and it decides to go for Destiny Bond instead, that's fine, I believe. Because what we need to do is we need to swap to Armaldo. Armaldo here needs to be level 91. Let me add that to my notes. Hold on. Level up Arma to 91. Very glad I noticed that. Export, import. So, we need Armaldo to be level 91, and we swap in on either Gunk Shot or Throat Chop. The important part is that no matter what move we're hit by, we're baiting either Liquidation or Destiny Bond from Overquill. Because Armaldo cannot be crit, thanks to Battle Armor. We have a Pecha Berry in case Gunk Shot poisons us, but the main thing is just that, like, Overquill here is going to go for Liquidation or Debond. So, we are going to swap to Armaldo. We are then going to swap back to Barrascuda, who is at full HP. Barrascuda will take a Liquidation worst case scenario, but the important thing is that Liquidation, critical hit max roll, does not kill Overquill. We outspeed it, but if we happen to swap in on Destiny Bond, we don't accidentally then fast kill Overquill and kill our Barrascuda with it. Doing that wouldn't lose us the run, mind you, it would just lose us Barrascuda, which, you know, we'd prefer not to do that. Barrascuda is very good in the rain. So, we come in against Overquill, we hit it with Flip Turn for 50% of its max HP. After Liquidation, we are baiting Gunk Shot or Throat Chop, though there's a chance it could be Liquidation if we take, like, Liquidation, crit into defense drop, like, yeah, that's maybe possible, but it's fine. Because all we need to do is to be able to safely swap in that one time, because what's going to happen, there's maybe a very small chance Armaldo gets to live, like a very small chance. In theory, if like we swap to Armaldo on Destiny Bond or a Gunk Shot miss, I think we can finagle something kind of funny. But what should happen here is Overquill wants to go for Gunk Shot. We are going to swap to Armaldo, and we are essentially just going to sack Armaldo to Liquidation. Armaldo dies, brings Barrascuda back in for free. I do believe we have to teach Armaldo... Hold on. I think we need to teach Armaldo a move that does nothing. Or, like, functionally nothing. Natural Gift. We actually can't teach it Natural Gift because we're holding a Pecha Berry. Dark Poison type. Does Lum or Pecha Berry do Psychic type damage with Natural Gift? Hold on. Natural Gift Pokemon. Lumberry is flying. Pecha Berry is electric. Okay. It should be fine, I think. Like, okay, if we have Natural Gifts. 27%? Like, the odds of Armaldo killing Overquill are astronomically small. Incredibly small. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure as long as Armaldo takes... Okay, yeah, that's right. I don't think we need to worry about it. Because if Armaldo has taken any damage, it's showing a kill to Liquidation. That's true. That is, Pecha. Hold on. Yeah, so let's do Lum instead. No, it's about the same. Yeah, because it's not a water type. It's, Dark Poison. That's why. But anyways... No, because what's going on here, right? We don't ever have to worry about clicking a move with Armaldo, because... Do we? No. Yeah, I think, like... What's the weakest move we can teach you? Can you learn Rock Smash, bud? But it's actually, like, neutral damage, which is annoying. Cut might be weaker. Hold on. Okay, Rock Smash is weaker. Cut does more than Rock Smash. Because, I mean, as long as Overquill, like, Destiny Bonds Armaldo, right? Because essentially what should happen, right, is in 99.99% of situations, if Armaldo somehow isn't necessarily guaranteed to die into Overquill, if we're baiting Liquidation and like Barraskewda didn't get crit earlier, we could in theory swap back into Barraskewda raw on Liquidation and take the second hit, and then Armaldo lives. Well, no, Phoenix, the thing I'm worried about is if I accidentally kill Overquill with Armaldo, it fucks up our bait order. It fucks up who comes in next. Because, yeah, it would just be Politoed in next. And we specifically really want to get Electrode in for free when we KO Overquill. I think it's fine, though. We need to suffer a, like, nightmarish contrivance of events to, like, fail here. Though, hold on a second. I don't think we need the Pecha Berry. I think Gunk Shot Poison actually doesn't do anything. I don't think Gunk Shot ever puts us into Throat Chop Kill, actually. I think I might have done those numbers initially. Yeah, at level 89, it didn't work, but at 91... Hold on. So, 247 divided by 4... Divided by 4? No, divided by 8 is 30. 247 minus 30 minus 91 comes out to 126, above Throat Chop range. Okay, we could just give Armaldo Natural Gift and no held item, and that lets us infinitely stall for turns until Overquill kills us. Just needed to make sure that we had an option here. So never mind, no Pecha Berry. So I guess I'll specifically note, well, I guess it's TM37 swagger, right? Equip Arma with TM37 swagger. Plus 1 Pecha get. Teach Arma and gift. Okay, there we go. That just lets us spin wheels. And doesn't affect the heaven world where Armaldo gets to live, which I don't think is like completely impossible. I'd say it's probably like a 2% chance that Armaldo lives. But essentially, Armaldo dies to get Barraskewda in, or Armaldo somehow lets Barraskewda swap in naturally. Barraskewda then kills Overquill with the second flip turn. So Overquill dies, we swap out Barraskewda, which lets us choose who comes in next. So for this, we want to be a level 86 Hisuian Electrode. Reason being, Politoed doesn't see a kill on us. Caparaja doesn't see a kill on us. Electrode doesn't see a kill on us. Feraligatr sees a kill on us, and we don't threaten it with a kill. Very, very important. This Feraligatr is an absolute fucking demon with Dragon Dance. It just does insane amounts of damage, sheer force boosted, life orb boosted, liquidation in the rain with Dragon Dance. If this thing gets off one Dragon Dance, it sweeps you. Like, it just kills everything on your team. But because Electrode is on the field against it, or Electrode hits the field at full HP, it sees a kill with Ice Punch. Nice thing about this is that because it's sheer force, we don't actually need to worry about Ice Punch freezing. So, and we're barely outside the range for liquidation, which is also nice, though I don't think that actually affects much. No, it does. It affects a lot, actually. So we bait Ice Punch, we Volt Switch off of Feraligatr for a free 40%. We never kill it, but honestly, it'd be fine if we did, I think. So we're at 218 minus... it's 283 minus 116 comes out to 167 is its HP. And then we swap into Urshifu, who takes barely anything from Ice Punch. Nothing at all. We take at most 77%. So 304 minus 77 brings us back down to, funny enough, 227, the number we were worrying about with fucking Bruxish earlier. And then you can see here that close combat does 61% off of the 40% that Electrode did earlier, letting us secure the KO against Feraligatr. We suffer 1 defense drop, we suffer 1 special defense drop, Now, in this world, Politoed sees a kill, but it's slower than us. Caparaja doesn't see a kill, and it's slower than us. But Electrode sees a kill on us with Thunder or Energy Ball, and it's faster than us. This is very nice, because this thing can explode, and that's really annoying. It also has a Life Orb, and we're going to exploit that. So, even though we could kill it with Close Combat, we're slower. So it comes in, it's going to click either Thunder or Energy Ball. We are going to swap to Lixie the Flygon, who is going to be exactly level 89. Because she takes no damage from Thunder, but critical hit Max Roll Energy Ball doesn't KO her. And no matter what, she always shows Electrode a KO with Hidden Power Ice from full HP. Barely threads the perfect needle of like checking all of these boxes. Notably, if it goes for Thunder, we don't take any Life Orb damage, and it's guaranteed to go for Hidden Power Ice. This is fine. This is acceptable. The main thing is just making sure that Electrode can't go for Thunder. So, we are going to swap to Latios. You might notice Draco Meteor here does... Draco Meteor here does 90.6 to 100.7%. That's not a KO. Except it's clicking HP Ice or it's clicking Energy Ball, and it has a Life Orb, which means it loses 23 HP. So that's 235 minus 23 comes out to 212. Lowest roll of Draco Meteor is 213. So we swap in, we KO. Notably, we never die to Hidden Power Ice. Yeah, Hidden Power Ice max roll crit plus Power Whip max roll crit never kills us. Now here's where things can get kind of dicey. Ideally, what should happen is if we don't get crit, right? And if we get hit by if Seismitoad goes for Earth Power and we live in Heaven World, right? Or if we come in on Energy Ball and don't have our defenses dropped, it should bait in Caparaja for Iron Head. Reason being, okay, we don't out damage Politoad is the thing. But Caparaja can see a kill on us from, I think, like, nearly every range. Yeah. Okay, I guess if we... I suppose, actually, if we dodged into dodge... It's a little weird, right? But, essentially, what should happen here is, as long as we have enough HP for Politoad to never be able to go for Hypnosis or Psychic, we can raw swap back into Urshifu to pick up the KO with Close Combat from the damage Barrascuda did earlier. Or, preferably, Caparaja comes in immediately, sets up Stealth Rocks. Or it doesn't even, we don't even care what it does. It clicks Iron Head into Urshifu, we have 227 HP. That doesn't kill us. The only world we have to worry about is Urshifu taking Sleep. Sleep is bad. We potentially have some options to deal with Politoad, depending on what happens. Namely, like, if we were to swap in Hisui and Electrode, maybe. Like, if Politoad comes in and it doesn't see a KO with Hydro Pump, or it does see a KO with Psychic, we can, like, swap in Electrode, hopefully take a Hypnosis to the Dome to fall asleep, and then we're baiting, like, Focus Blast into, Urshifu or something like that. We essentially just need to guarantee Urshifu's safe passage back onto the field. If we can't guarantee that, we have to sack Flygon. Notably, there is still an escape. If Flygon is at full HP, or I think even just like non-crit Energy Ball. Yeah, 63%, 43%. It's, yeah. As long as, like, Lixie comes in and shows this thing, like in theory, Lixie can absolutely swap in on Politoad and then just bait Hydro Pump or Focus Blast. I did confirm Urshifu, we established before, 227 HP. Hydro Pump max roll, 220. So, we don't die swapping into critical hit, max roll Ice Punch into critical hit, max roll Hydro Pump. But yeah, it's kind of weird, right? Thankfully, we're kind of past the point where Flygon has peak usefulness. A dead Pokemon's still a dead Pokemon, and we would be sad about that. But it's not the worst thing in the world. So. Yeah, no, it's I never wipe. I just at most lose 2 guys. Oh yeah, that was the other thing though, is that Latios with Choice Scarf also outspeed Hisuian Electrode, which is nice. But yeah, just reconfirming, critical hit Power Whip is 84 damage. 274 minus 84 comes out to 190. And then HP Ice, critical hit max roll is 172. 190 minus 172 comes out to 18, which lives, but does bait in Politoed. And like the thing is, like, I think as long as we take like 1 crit, like the lowest damage move in Politoed's list is Psychic. And like we need to be below 32.8% to bait it in at all, right? So if because otherwise, like, or there's the weird world where like we get like the low roll energy ball and we dodge with earth power, like it's funny. But ideally, any situation where Politoed comes in, it should be seeing a kill with us with Hydro Pump, and that's a very narrow range. So as long as we hit at least that, we're fine. We're good. Honestly, I wonder if we just gave you Thunder. Nah, special attack -2 doesn't fix that. Okay. It's fine. It's fine, it's chill. Open that, open that. Do we bother keeping Electrode underleveled? The more HP Electrode has, in theory, the better, but I don't know. Oh, but yeah, the other thing I need to confirm really quickly, because I didn't actually look at Copperaja that much. Copperaja versus Urshifu. It has... Oh, it doesn't even have Sturdy. Oh, we're just killing it with close combat. I thought we were getting it with Surging Strikes. I think that's a different Copperaja in, like, Seafloor Cavern or something. No, it's the fucking... Oh, dear. What's wrong with my... Ah. I'm thinking of the Copperaja for Aerodactylite. Okay, yeah. We just kill it with close combat with Black Belt. And I should double check. 29% into Politoed with Flip Turn. This thing has no way to heal itself. 75% with close combat. And we're clicking 1 close combat into Feraligatr, 1 close combat into Copperaja. That's interesting. Oh, are we just gonna use Thunder Punch, actually? No. No, we weren't. 42, 61. Yeah. Numbers work. The numbers work, April. Don't overthink it. Think it a normal amount. Also, yeah, I guess we don't need to level up Vifane, so that's fine. Do need to level up Tucker and Lixie. Endless Candy. Get my boy Sir C up to 86. Get Lixie up to 89. But no more and no less. Confirming that it is 89. It is 89. It's the one move we don't bait. Nice. Okay. Let's chill. And what's kind of funny, actually, all of Politoad's moves have a chance to miss, except for Psychic. So there's a chance we could fraud Politoad if, like, we end up in the bad timeline. We do need to go learn some moves. So let's go pick up Natural Gift. I don't know what I'm worried about. I already have my encounter here. I just haven't walked through this chunk of the game in so long. Gonna drop Stone Edge. Stone Edge is really only 100 base power? Huh. I'm not gonna complain, but like, that's a lot less than I expected. Thanks once again to LM Jax for the Armaldo tech. Ours is just barely good enough to rip off his line. Okay, we need to equip the Choice Scarf first. Band. My 2-flip goat. Okay. Tucker, you get the most important item of them all. Black belt. And then Lixie needs nothing. I don't think a citrus berry is bad for her though, right? No, because in theory we want to see Energy Ball go into Latios since it does less damage, so I think we'd prefer that Lixie doesn't have a citrus berry. Does it take you out of any ranges? What, Citrus Berry on Flygon? No, because we always live a hit from Electrode, and then we always bait at least Hidden Power Ice afterwards. So yeah, I don't think we give Lixie anything. Drunk on a Monday? Oh, I hope you're having a good time, Pyo. Okay, you're here to click flip turn, that's all, that's what you've got, Vafane. Dragon Pulse, Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor is the only move we need to worry about clicking. We only gotta click it twice. Confirmed we don't need a Pecha Berry, so we have Natural Gift to stall for turns if we need it. Magnet, Volt Switch. Black Belt, Close Combat. Held item decog. Flip turn to Laddie, KO with D-Meteor. Swap to over. Confirming Barraskewda at level 89. Yeah, so the important thing is that we don't threaten it with a choice band liquidation kill. Posting once again in Dexcord that it's Bethany time. Level 91, level 86, level 89. You're fast enough to flip on this chump. All these levels updated in the calculator. No move does damage to Urshifu. Yeah. I have Papa Berry, so that's just a healing berry, right? Yep, just restores HP. Okay. Now, we do need to be a little smart when playing around Overquill, because we got to make sure that we don't accidentally, like, swap into... So, essentially, in the world where Armaldo lives, right? We have to make sure that, like, when we swap to Barraskewda, we don't swap on a Destiny Bond. Or, like, if we swap on a Destiny Bond, we have to hard swap back to Armaldo. And then try to swap back in. It kind of like... Armaldo's not very likely to live. Maybe. There's a chance. But, you know. I think the greatest odds of Armaldo living are if Overquill goes for Destiny Bond or misses Gunk Shot turn 1. If that happens, I think it's like a 25%. Because if Armaldo can dodge the first hit, but then take the second hit, we're in the money. Just confirming we have all the moves we need to click. Brick break into you, brick break into you, brick break into you, flip turn into you, flip turn, or Draco Meteor into you, Draco Meteor into you, flip turn, it's fine. It's fine. If I lose in Run and Bun, then I get to stop worrying about Run and Bun. That's all I gotta think about. But I'm not gonna lose, because I did the math, I triple checked it, everything looks great, we're gonna have an awesome time, and we're gonna get to Juan. But if we lose, it's okay. But we're not gonna lose. The cold certainty of math. Thank you, Phoenix. Cold certainty of math. Choice Band. Flip turn. Choice Scarf. Draco Meteor. TM37. Natural Gift. Putting Rapid Spin up towards the top. Just the two important moves. Volt Switch. Magnet. Close Combat. Black Belt. Flygon. Confirming with the sprites that this is definitely her. This is definitely her. Flip turn. Okay. We beat Preston and Mara. We beat Relly and Ian. Let's clear Pokefan Bethany. So, out comes Politoed, out comes Vifane. Politoed sets up Rain. That's gonna be a problem. We are going to choice lock ourselves into Flip Turn. Because of eject button bug, Politoed will swap out and we will not. This will bring in Seismitoad. Okay. Seismitoad's gonna go for Power Whip, or it's gonna go for Earth Power. If we see Earth Power, that's really, really good. So cross your fingers for Earth Power. We're gonna Flip Turn. Send in Latios. Nice! Okay. It's not guaranteed, but that just upped Lixie's odds dramatically. Okay. Confirming, Latios does a minimum. That's Caporaja. I'm like, wait, what do you mean 30% with Draco Meteor? It's because I was toggled onto Caporaja. We do 70% with Draco Meteor. Scarf plus Scale means we outspeed. However, this does, I believe, mean that Armaldo never lives. Because now the highest damaging move on Overquill is Throat Chop, so it has to go for Throat Chop. Well, it could go for Destiny Bond, actually. Hold on, because it doesn't always see a kill with Throat Chop. Okay. This is gonna be weird. We are going to swap to Armaldo. Armaldo has a chance if it clicks Destiny Bond. Okay. Our odds go up even more if it clicks Destiny Bond again. We now raw swap to Vifane. If we see no crit liquidation, I think there's a decent chance Tucker lives. Okay. So now what we want to see is Gunk Shot hitting Armaldo. Yeah, we use Flip Turn for 50%. Okay. Because if Gunk Shot hits, then Overquill always sees a KO. Okay! It has to go for liquidation. It's the only move it KOs with. Yeah, it sees a KO with liquidation, no KO with Throat Chop. It can't go for Destiny Bond. Swap to Vifane. She takes liquidation fine. She takes like 30%. We don't care what her HP goes to because we're gonna Flip Turn. Holy shit. Jax, I hope you're here to see that. Yeah, we KO with Flip Turn, swap to Electrode. What do you mean no rip? Oh, you mean no death. I see in all caps, no rip, as in like I fucked up. We kill with Flip Turn. Demon down. All right. We send in Hisuian Electrode.
This should bait in for alligator. Good. For alligator, as we established, only sees a KO with Ice Punch because we're level 86. If we were one level lower, it could see a kill with liquidation. We are going to Volt Switch for 40%. Or 50. Levi swaps into Ice Punch, is never frozen because for alligator has Sheer Force. Circumfery is such a good name. Thank you. I forget. I think it was like someone came up with the name like Circumference or something like that, but it didn't quite work. I liked Circumfery. Yeah, and we use Close Combat to KO for alligator. Does 60% with Black Belt. This is going to bring in their Hisuian Electrode for a KO with Energy Ball or Thunder. Mintmaw, did you see what happened? We're not out of the fight. Armaldo is, like, if something goes wrong, I think we sooner sack Armaldo than Flygon. But currently, Armaldo might live.
Armaldo heard us talking about everyone else other than Armaldo is what happened.
Okay. So here's what guarantees us a safe line out. If Electrode clicks Thunder into Flygon, it's forced to go for Hidden Power Ice into Latios, which always baits in Copperajah next. So Thunder guarantees this. Energy Ball, it's kind of, it's so-so. So, we are going to swap into Lixie. Energy Ball, okay. It's a coin flip. And even then, it's not necessarily like a coin flip. You know, it's like, it's awkward, but it's not doomed. Electrode is going to go for either Energy Ball or Hidden Power Ice. We want to see Hidden Power Ice here, because that will always put Latios into the range to where Copperajah sees a kill with Iron Head. So we hard swap to Iztok. Confirming, right? Yeah. Literally, it can't use Thunder. And we outspeed. Okay. I think this is maybe the worst world for Politoed, but we have some room to play around. Either way, we get the fast K with Draco Meteor, but I believe we get Politoed in next. Though, actually, it might be based on percent of max HP. This might still be Copperajah because... No, because they both see an out damage, I think. I'm pretty sure this is Politoed. But if it's not Politoed... The nice thing is also, we can actually stay in against Politoed for a second. Copperajah! Okay, was 219 low enough? No, it wasn't. Why did we get Copperajah instead of Politoed? I guess it just must have been special attack -2. Yeah, they both out damage. Oh my god, the damage we did to Politoed earlier meant that the percent of its max HP, very rarely does this mechanic matter, because we lowered Politoed's max HP hitting it with Flip Turn earlier, it sees Draco Meteor doing slightly more damage than what we actually do, percentage-wise, which means Copperajah sees an out damage where Politoed doesn't. Okay, sweet. Yeah, Copperajah is going to go for Iron Head or Stealth Rocks here. Either are totally fine. We hard swap to Levi. And then Levi just sweeps. KOs this chud with Close Combat. Deathless Bethany. Confirming, Close Combat does a minimum of 137%. Holy shit. comes Politoed. We did a minimum of 29% earlier. Black Belt Close Combat does a minimum of 75. Confirming we are faster than it. We kill with Close Combat. Everybody lives, baby! Woo! Oh my god. Sorry, I screamed. Deathless Bethany somehow we saw the golden timeline. Heaven dimension real. Insane, hell yeah. Gator has no sauce, says Sketchy. Gator has 0 sauce. Unsauced Gator. Champ Armaldo, what? Yeah, fuck, Armaldo's officially back on the list of guys we could potentially champ. I'm getting the screenshot. 26 fights to go. Oh my god. Armaldo was a planned sack. And Flygon was a possible second sack. In no world did I expect both to live. That feels really good. That feels really good. Okay. Let's heal up and prep for the easy one. Bugs is back on the menu, boys. Bugs is back on the menu indeed, Mod. You deserve this one. Thanks, Shrimp. I appreciate that. That was fucking stupid. Yeah, no. Armaldo just immediately shot up the list, posting something very important in Discord. Oh, please tell me you, like, did the math on that or something. Hold on. Oh, which side are you on? Lift him, put him down. Lift him up. Now sack Armaldo to an optional, please. No, Shrimp, no. I'll do that to Urshifu. No, I won't. I'm not even gonna joke about that. That puts bad karma into the air, baby. So the unfortunate thing, though, we did get rid of Stone Edge for nothing. That being said, though, he looked at the item in his pocket. He looked at the item in his pocket and he said, "Hold the fuck up." That's crazy. Tucker has swagger. I almost feel like I have to teach him swagger now, like out of obligation. The first person to take the sacred swagger TM and like live. "26 fights to go." Looking at the time, though, unfortunately, I do have to go to work tomorrow, so I really don't think we're going to be finishing this gym tonight. But we're making progress. Oh yeah, in my little note down here, it's possible that Polly comes in before Cop. In this situation, only swap to Urshifu. You can be certain it will not click Hypnosis or Psychic. If you cannot guarantee this, swap to Armaldo or Flygon to sack. Oh shoot, work is tomorrow. I'm fucked. Pyo, go to sleep. Get some sleep, girl. Treat yourself good.
The VOD will be here tomorrow if you need it. Also, hold on. I do now need to rename this stream because it's not going to be the Juan stream, but it is going to be. There we go. The stream title has been updated. Also, chat, if that's not worth a follow, I frankly do not know what is. Feel free to follow the stream. We stream approximately 3 to 4 times a week, depending on how wretchedly broken my body is at any given time, and we even have a silly little Discord pinned to the top of chat right now. I don't know what my bangs are doing. I cannot control them. Okay, why am I in here? Right, so let's step outside and let's review for the next fight. If this really turns us from a 1 death soot gym into a, or a 2 death soot gym into a 1 death soot gym. Okay. Next fight. No time to slow, only time to go. Sonic Unleashed. Well, hey ho. Hold on, let me refresh. Should have dropped a Rock Blast though. God damn it. Okay. So make sure E terrain is toggled on. For this one, we need Latios. We need Primarina. We need Turtonator. We need Torterra. We need Greninja. And we need Roserade. Yeah, no, this is like an inexplicably free fight. For equipped items, Latios needs Dragon Fang. Primarina needs, I think, literally nothing. Yeah, so we can give her a Citrus Berry or something, I don't know. Turtonator needs an Asper Berry. Torterra needs a Citrus Berry. God, we haven't had an improbable moment like that since, like, pre-Flannery. I'm just trying to think about, like, how many fights we've had, like, remarkable stints of RNG on, and I think it was, like, back during the era where I was bad at cooking, so we had to, like, steer. Everything else beyond that was kind of intended. And then Roserade gets a Person Berry that I don't even think she needs. Okay, primary gimmick of Electric Terrain. You can't fall asleep and it boosts the power of grounded electric type moves. During the effect, the power of grounded type attacks or electric type attacks made by grounded Pokemon is multiplied by 1.3 and grounded Pokemon cannot fall asleep. Pokemon already asleep do not wake up. Grounded Pokemon cannot become affected by yawn or fall asleep from its effect. Camouflage transforms the user, yada yada. So first things first, it's Latios into Pincurchin. With Dragon Fang, we outspeed. It's got Electric Surge and a Custat Berry, and Toxic Spikes, Self-Destruct. It's got nothing crazy. It's just trying to live a single hit to set up spikes and then Prio Boom. But it can't do that because we one-hit KO it with Draco Meteor. We then drop our special attack by 2 stages. So Valley sees okay damage on us, but Hydreigon sees a slow KO on us. We are faster than it, but I believe we're faster than everything but Raichu. And Raichu doesn't see a kill on us. So the first thing that happens is Hydreigon wants to come in. Thanks to our -2 special attack, we don't threaten it with a KO. So it comes in for Draco Meteor. which is a free swap into Primarina, who eats Draco Meteor for lunch. She then gives it a big ol' wet kiss on the cheek. The most amount of damage we can take here is 200 but we always one hit KO with Draining Kiss, and Draining Kiss I believe always heals us for like 293 times 0.75 is 219. Yeah, so we always heal for more damage than it could ever deal to us, even after Life Orb. Let me confirm that real quick, because it would hit us with a move first, lose some HP to Life Orb, and that would reduce the drain amount. So 293 minus 29 is 264, divided by, or rather I guess times 0.75, 198. Okay, so we could in theory end, not even, because we would proc Citrus Berry and heal. We're always going to exit the fight against Hydreigon at full HP, but for the sake of argument, we're at 262 HP and -1 defense from Iron Tail. First thing that sees a fast kill on us is Silvally. Nice thing is, if we don't get our defense dropped, it still sees a kill with multi-attack, so it never goes for workup, and because of the stat drops, it never sees a kill with Terrain Pulse. So that is a free swap into Turtonator. Turtonator can't be crit, takes multi-attack. I will now calc the minimum and maximum range of Turtonator HP. So 213 minus 23 comes out to 190. 213 minus 28 comes out to 185. So we come in on multi-attack. It sees that we one-hit KO with Overheat, so it can't click Workup. So it's just going to hit us with its highest power move, which is Ice Beam. We have an Asper Berry to account for this. So it goes for an Ice Beam, which also can't crit. Low roll is 73 damage. So the most HP we can exit with is 117, and the least, 87, is 98. But then we one-hit KO with Overheat. Nice and easy. At which point, Alolan Raichu here sees that its lowest roll on Rising Voltage is 140, above our highest HP, and Surf here, 95, barely below our lowest possible HP. So Raichu is always going to go for Rising Voltage. It's got a Focus Sash, which is a little annoying. It's fine, though. We're going to swap in our good friend Torterra here. I think it can go for Nasty Plot, which is fine. Thankfully, it doesn't matter who comes in after Raichu. Literally has zero effect on the fight, I believe. So yeah, Calm Mind. We're killing you with Night Slash, right? No, we are killing you with Dark Pulse. But if you come in against Torterra, we actually threaten you with a fast 2-hit KO somehow, which is really funny. And even then, if it went for Calm Mind, Greninja wins the DPS race with Night Slash. Probably. Yeah. Life Orb? I don't know. We're actually not using any of our choice items. I'm considering giving Greninja the Choice Band just to be safe. Because, yeah, this thing is getting a defense boost from its Electric Seed. If it didn't have that, we would kill it with Night Slash easy. But I'm actually kind of leaning Choice Band. Yeah, the original plan was Black Glasses, but I'm going to go with Choice Band. I think that's just safer overall in case something goes weird. Anyways, with NSH. Okay. So, before we get to that, though, we swap into Torterra on Rising Voltage, take no damage. Raichu could go for Nasty Plot. That's fine. We hit it with Giga Drain to break its Focus Sash at +2 special attack. I think we have like a Citrus Berry. Like, yeah, we either just take Grass Knot twice or we take a +2 Grass Knot. Like, doesn't do anything. And then we KO with Earthquake. And then we bait in Slowking Galar or Clawitzer.
I don't think we ever bait in Clawitzer because I think, yeah, with the Citrus Berry, we never show it a kill with Water Pulse, and it sees that we can KO it. No, I do think Clawitzer comes in first, actually. Because we don't... Yeah, I think if we outdamage both of them, Clawitzer comes in first for Water Pulse. It's fine either way. A Choice Band on Greninja makes sure that it's fine. So if it's Clawitzer in first, it's just a raw swap to Roserade. She has a Person Berry in case of Water Pulse shenanigans, like confusion. And then we fast one hit KO with Leaf Storm, which would then bait in Slowking Galar, who ideally would see a kill with Psychic, because that's a freer swap into Greninja. Greninja ideally also free swaps on Torterra. Skull, oh... Skull does matter. Okay, hold on. I need to be a little smarter about this, I think. Regenerator, Electric Seed, Defense Boost. Because I'm trying to think, like... It can out-heal me with Slack Off. Because, okay, we have Choice Band, but we're burned. Good night, April. Night, Kyo. Okay. So... Give me just a second, right? So, it can't go for Calm Mind against Torterra because we threatened a 2-hit KO with Synthesis. Yeah, maybe I don't like this that much. Okay, this might need a slight recooking, but not that much. We just ideally need something that's like immune to being burned and hits with physical moves. Or ignores stat changes or has like an auto crit. Because yeah, I do think... Yeah, Clawitzer outspeeds us, so we don't actually stop it from coming in. I do think it would want to, like, if Torterra shows out damage to Glowbro, which I think is pretty easy, it's this guy in next. I basically just need to make sure that, like, whoever comes in doesn't let Slowking use Psychic, right? Or, use Calm Mind. Has an Electric Seed, so that's gonna get used up. Phantom Force... Oh, Shadow Ball also does a lot of damage. Phantom Force is awkward because it can slack off or Calm Mind. I don't like this as much. Poison and Psychic. What's your resistance profile? Weak to Ground, Ghost, and Dark. Ground's kind of out of the question. Good luck calculating. Thanks, Greg. This wasn't supposed to be a calc stream, but I just realized our matchup into Slowking here is a little awkward. So I just want to make sure that however we handle it, we're fine. %, 78%. Oh, 21.1. 45. 213 minus 45 comes out to 168. Okay. I think we're good. Dark pulse, terrain pulse, dark pulse fletches. Because what I'm thinking is with Glowbro, all we need to do is show it a kill with Rosa Raid, right? Like, it can't sit up against Torterra because of Earthquake. Although, I suppose worth noting, can we just beat it with Torterra? No, because Psychic can drop our Spadef. But yeah, if it comes in against Torterra, it can't set up Calm Mind. And if Clawitzer comes in first, I think we can just kind of let Roserade stall for a turn against it. Like, click Toxic or something, right? But it could become awkward. Well, no. Because if we take one Water Pulse, then we guaranteed get put to the HP where Glowbro then sees a kill with Psychic. 168. Yeah, so it sees a kill with Psychic, so if we take one Water Pulse, we're fine. And if we swap in on, like, Aura Sphere, and we don't get put in the range, just pretty unlikely. Well, it's kind of. We can just, like, click Toxic to spin our wheels for a turn, and then kill it on the next turn, right? Because Dark Pulse flinches us, except no, it doesn't because we're faster. This seems fine. I don't know why this thing makes me so nervous. Greninja, do you have any weird moves I can teach you? I think I'm maybe just a little paranoid because I literally said this fight is free. Okay, I think we give Greninja Rock Smash as a backup. Instead of Ice Punch. Because if we get burned, all we need to do is land, like, a Rock Smash. So, like, burned, Night Slash does 21%, but defense -1 goes back up to, okay, we might need to do a little more work. But we can, in theory, like, drop its defense a couple times, maybe swap to... It's actually kind of our only physical attacker. It's interesting. Because once Greninja hits the field against it, it definitely can't click anything other than, like, slack off. So as long as it literally doesn't Calm Mind on the switch in turn, we're cool. Spadef +1. Yeah. Not to mention Dark Pulse has the chance to flinch, Night Slash has the chance to crit. God, I just don't like the idea that this thing could somehow set up sweep. Defense -1. A teamer?
That's Animar.
Oh, sorry, I got Muldrotha and Animar mixed up. Sultai. Yeah. This is fine, right? And yeah, I guess, like, if something goes wrong, Greninja can click Rock Smash into Slowking. We could potentially sack fucking Turtonator. I don't know. I'm making up, like, worlds that can't exist. If we don't have black glasses. Does make me wonder if no black glasses, Rock Smash is better, but nah. Oh, hold on a second. Actually, so it would be, because it goes up one, so let's just turn off electric terrain so I can get the proper calculation. So we're burned, but it's at -1 defense. Okay, Rock Smash does fix it. Rock Smash does fix it. The math was just weird because of electric terrain. Because it was seeing, like, it counts electric terrain as being, like, an innate part of its numbers rather than just a +1 to the scale. Gesundheit. So, yeah, should be fine. Bless you, Mint Mod. Says chat. Also, hey, Izzy, welcome to stream. We're 2 fights in. We're 2 fights in, and we were supposed to have a death to Bethany. And we didn't. So that was cool. With black glasses. Okay. Yeah, so actually, now that I think about it, I think I give Torterra no citrus berry. Or... No, I think Torterra's really good at showing Glowbro slow out damage, I think. Okay. Latios. The Prime Marina. One Turted Nader. Maisie, long may she reign. Or sorry, Turtle, long may she reign. Greninja. And Rose, long may she raid. Yeah, we don't even need like any of our choice items, which is wacky. Give Iztalk the Dragon Fang. Give Adeline just half a citrus berry. Sybil needs an Asper berry. Turtle also wants a citrus berry. Soul needs glasses. And Rose needs a person berry. And then we'll teach Soul Rock Smash just for the safeties. I'm pretty sure we can guarantee that Glowbro never Calm Minds, but just in case. Right, HMs are at the bottom. Greninja has such a cool utility kit. Yeah, Soul should always be swapping into Psychic under like every circumstance, and then just beats Galarian Slowking. Confirming.
Is Talk, Dragon Fang, Draco Meteor. That's really it. Free Marina, Citrus Berry, Draining Kiss, Sybil, Asperberry, Overheat, Turtle, Giga Drain, Earthquake, Citrus Berry, Soul, Black Glasses, Rock Smash. Also Dark Pulse, Night Slash. Extremely fast and just strong enough water dark type damage with fling shenanigans. Genuinely though, like this thing got a lot of mileage out of having like a plus attack IV. The amount of times it was able to cheese out fights with Ice Punch. Okay. Might legit be better than plus special attack. I'd really have to think about it. Honestly, because it does the damage it needs to with, like, that's fair. Plus speed's like, insane. Because honestly, yeah, no, I think it's just, like, its ability to be a really capable mixed attacker. Like, you get to actually use its good coverage. Because mixed attacking is so much more valuable in a game without EVs. Being able to, like, not need to, like, min-max optimize... It does mountains. Okay. Set to you. Set to you. Final vibe check is Talk. Dragon Fang. Special attack -2. Baked specifically that move on specifically that guy. Then this guy has Grass Memory. And is also the one Silvally that doesn't have Explosion. I appreciate that. 77, 69, 75, good. So even if something went wrong, right, you should always be the thing that comes in. Even minus special attack isn't awful because of torrent and damage boosting items make up the difference. Genuinely, though. It means you can't do, like, the big things for it, and honestly, a lot of Greninja's work has gone into gyms specifically. Like, between Tate and Liza and Juan Gym, like, oh yeah. Okay. It's literally fine. It's literally fine. Don't freak out, because it's literally fine. One, 2, 3. Yep, nothing crazy with Pinch Urchin. Okay. Let it rip. Out comes Pinch Urchin. Out comes Iztalk. Pinch Urchin sets up electric terrain. It is shockingly inconsequential. We fast one hit KO with Draco Meteor. Pretty simple. Drop our special attack, which is very important, so we don't threaten Hydreigon with a kill. So Hydreigon should come in. Good. It wants to kill us with Draco Meteor. We don't like that, so we're going to swap to Primarina, who takes no damage from Draco Meteor. And like all Hydreigon, he's weak to just a little kissy. Just a little kissy. Iron Tail, doesn't matter if it crits, max rolls, and defense drops. Did get the defense drop. Slain. Slain by a maiden's kiss. In comes Silvally, who sees a KO with Grass Memory, or not Grass Memory, what's it? Multi-attack? Multi-attack. And only multi-attack. We swap into Sybil. Sybil cannot be crit.
And now, because we threaten it with the KO, it's never going to click work up, so it's always going to go for Ice Beam. We have an Asper Berry just in case that freezes us. We one-hit KO with Overheat. We are exactly in the range we want to be for Rising Voltage, Alolan Raichu. Okay. Raichu is stupid fast and has a Focus Sash and has Nasty Plot, but it sees a kill on us with Rising Voltage, so it's not going to go for it, which is a free swap into Torterra. Good. It could go for Nasty Plot, or it could go for Grass Knot. That's it. We're going to click Giga Drain to break its sash. Went for GN. Does 32 to 37%. Thankfully never kills us. And then we kill it with Earthquake. I believe this should be Galarian Slowking, seeing a slight out damage. So I believe it should be Iden next. But it should be fine if it's Clawitzer. It is Clawitzer. Okay. This should be fine. We want to see Water Pulse here. Yeah, we just want to see Water Pulse. Or if it's somehow like Aura Sphere. Dark Pulse is also fine. We just want to make sure we take enough damage to show Galarian Slowking a kill with Psychic when it comes in. So we swap to Roserade. Water Pulse. Fine. Lowest roll in Water Pulse should put us in the range. We have a Person Berry just in case. Okay. 165 HP looking at Galarian Slowking. Lowest roll on Psychic is 168. So it never goes for Calm Mind. We are able to fast one-hit KO this guy with Leaf Storm. I'm glad I noticed that ahead of time, because that would have spooked me. Yeah, we had a little too much damage, so we showed an out damage on Glow King. So it just sent in Clawitzer for the outspeed, even though we threatened it with a one-hit KO. So, sees a kill with Psychic, consumes its Electric Seed. Defensive Slowking Rose. For my own mental, I'm going to remove Electric Seed from its inventory in the calculator and simply plus its defense by 1. This is a free swap to Greninja. Nice. It goes for Scald. We do 58% with Dark Pulse. We 2-hit KO and win. Takes like 20% without crit. Yike! So we were at 28, went down to 27, 26, 25 fights to go. I don't want to do the gauntlet. I really don't want to do the gauntlet, but I gotta do the gauntlet. But I've gotta do the gauntlet. We have too much time left in stream to justify me ending early. Hold on, I just gotta... I have slain the 3 evil MILFs of Sutopolis City.
MILFs down. Yes, indeed. Mint can you please approve MILFs down? Thank you. All right. Yeah, let's go review our line for the gauntlet. Unfortunately, I don't believe there is a world where we can save our next friend. And this one does hurt quite a bit, because this is a Pokemon I'm rather fond of. But before I do that... Begaunced electric terrain thought. Heaven World not real. They stay with us in the box no matter what. That's true, Hannah. She does get to sit in upstate. You know what? No. In this world, our Pokemon that get knocked out do not die, but they do suffer, like, career-ending injuries. But they still get to hang out in the fucking commentary box. They're still there, goddammit. I don't know if I saved. Okay. So. Tore her ACL, but still a beloved commentator. Yeah. So it is no longer Ely. It is Biwi. 2-hit KO with break. So, this next fight, really fucking hard. It's a back-to-back. The first fight has like 1,000 guys who really want to set up hazards, and it's really annoying when they have all their hazards. So I do need to make sure that we always win these, but I believe we always win these. So, it's going to be Beware into Arcanine into Sneasler. Not actually using Arcanine and Sneasler for the first fight, but just getting them put there. Dragapult. Dragonite. And Urshifu. So, we're all familiar with Kabutops, or at least this one. It's a fucking demon. Let me confirm really quickly that Beware can learn Brick Break. Can learn Brick Break. So we'll get rid of Body Slam. So, Kabutops has Weak Armor and a Focus Sash. Weak Armor says whenever it takes damage, words are hard. Whenever it takes damage, it drops its defense by 1 stage, boosts its speed by 2 stages. It's got Stone Edge, Liquidation, Stealth Rocks, Metal Sound. It's hell-bent on setting up Stealth Rocks turn 1, but it's not guaranteed, and that's why we have to sack Beware instead of Electros. Because there's a 2.5% chance that it could click Stone Edge or Liquidation turn 1, it meant that running Electros had a, like, 2-point-something% chance of losing the run if we got really unlucky. Or I think it was a 1 in 360, roughly. With Beware, we just have to put a level or 2 into her to get her out of Stone Edge 2-hit KO range. Literally just to sink, like, 2 level ups to get us out of Stone Edge kill range. But what should happen is turn 1, Kabutops sets up Stealth Rocks. We use Brick Break. Turn 2, it hits us with probably Stone Edge, could be Liquidation, doesn't matter which. Could also even be Metal Sound, doesn't matter which. We KO Kabutops, we always live. The important role that Beware serves is that once Kabutops goes down, it's slower than Gothitelle, and it always shows Gothitelle a kill with Psychic. Unfortunately, Soul isn't strong enough to be able to swap into Gothitelle to get the KO here. There's just no way to guarantee it. Because in theory, she could have a Shed Shell. She could have a Shed Shell, Gothitelle comes in, and then Raw swaps to something that bulks Psychic. but we just kind of don't have a thing that can really clear this. Like, maybe Houndoom with, like, a Lumberry can use Beat Up twice and, like, do some stuff. But the problem is that we really need the roll compression of Pult coming in, KOing Gothitelle, baiting in a Selgor, and then KOing a Selgor. Reason being is that we are going to delete Bite to teach this thing Fly. Pretty cool move. In most situations, it's bad. Point is, Gothitelle comes in, KOs Beware with Psychic. Maybe Thunderbolt, maybe Signal Beam. Who knows, honestly. And who knows, maybe somehow we live in a really funny world where we, like, take a little bit of damage and then the special defense drop, and then she goes for Thunderbolt and misses, and I don't think it's possible, but you never know. Because then a Selgor comes in and we beat a Selgor. But she dies. This gets Dragapult in for free in large air quotes. Like I said, Stealth Rocks should be up at this point. So we are neutral damage to them. So 286 divided by 8 comes out to 35.75, rounds down to 35. So 286 minus 35 comes out to 251. We then outspeed Gothitelle, one-hit KO with Phantom Force. It can't do anything to stop us. Psychic, Thunderbolt, Signal Beam, Hypnosis, nothing does anything. The problem is just like Gothitelle with Shadow Tag and all these hazards, it's really fucking rough. And also, we kind of don't want Beware as our lead for the second fight, and by sacking Beware and having Arcanine in the second slot, we get to lead the second fight with Arcanine. There's a lot of thought that went into this. So yeah. So Dragapult comes in, takes a little bit of damage, KOs Gothitelle. Now, I do believe the Selgor outspeeds us. The important thing is to make sure that after taking Rocks damage, which is the only damage we will take, that we do in fact show an out damage to Togedemaru and Wishcash. So, high roll of Iron Tail on Togedemaru is 160. 160 divided by 251 comes out to 63.7%, less than Phantom Force with Expert Belt. In Wishcash, high rolls Earthquake of 135. So 135 divided by 251 comes out to 53%, which is less than 59% on Draco Meteor. We, of course, threaten and out-damage on a Selgor, but because we out-damage all of them, they just want to send in a Selgor because it's the only one that's faster than us. A Selgor could click Bug Buzz, but it's very likely to click Spikes. But for example's sake, we are going to assume that it clicks Bug Buzz, crits. We don't care about the Spadef drop, thankfully. But, so critical hit max roll Bug Buzz is 113. So, 113. Bringing Dragapult down to a minimum of 138 HP. But then we fly up, and then we fly down. Fly is a 100% accurate move in this game, because I believe in regular Pokemon it's like 90 or 95. It will get an opportunity to set up spikes. It will likely get an opportunity to set up 2 layers of spikes. That's fine. I believe, with how the rest of this is planned, 2 layers of spikes shouldn't matter. So, we come back down, we KO with Selgor. We probably didn't take any damage from it, but if we did, we're down to 138. Togedemaru does not see a kill with Zingzap at 64. Does see a kill with Iron Tail. So it would come in. I think it's kind of a toss-up for if it's Togedemaru or Wishcash. So we essentially just kind of have to account for both situations, right? No matter what, though, if Togedemaru comes in, Iron Tail, Zingzap, Endeavor, Flail. It's only ever clicking Iron Tail or maybe Endeavor, but I don't think it ever does that. All we need is for Urshifu to swap in, live 1 Iron Tail plus 2 layers of spikes and Stealth Rocks. So we're going to put Urshifu into the blender, but thankfully it's the blender's nice this time of year. We also need Mystic Water. Export, import. So, Togedemaru has Sturdy, it has a Salic Berry, it's got Endeavor, it's got Flail, it's just really awkward to deal with. And we could take too much damage from critical hit Zing Zap if we come in on that. So, but assuming Urshifu comes in, it takes 2 layers of spikes is 1/6, I believe. Yeah, 1/6 of their max HP. So 3 D's. I don't know how to click buttons. 304 divided by 6 comes out to 50. So 304 divided by, I believe, 116 for Stealth Rocks. Confirming. Hold on, I'm just gonna go into the menu so we don't have to listen to Floette go wow 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 at us. There we go. Reopening my notes. So fighting, water, we do in fact resist rock, so it's 1/16. So divided by 16 comes out to 19. So 50, 19, 304 minus 50, 304 minus 19 comes in at 235 HP. Not too bad. And then an Iron Tail, which could drop our defense too, but we always at least live. It's 81 damage. We're fine. We then come in against Togedemaru. Surging Strikes lets us circumvent Sturdy to get a fast KO. Baiting in Wishcash, who sees that we do in fact fast 2-hit KO it with Surging Strikes, so it can't set up Dragon Dance. I believe it just wants to go for Zen Headbutt. Zen Headbutt should be fine. Swap into Dragonite on Zen Headbutt with a Citrus Berry. We don't want Choice Scarf, we want Citrus Berry. Reason being is that Dragonite does take 1/4 of its max HP to Stealth Rocks, but takes no damage from Spikes. So assuming we come in on ZHB, we outspeed, we threaten a fast 2-hit KO with Draco Meteor, so it won't set up Dance. And what we essentially want to do is, it's a little loosey-goosey. This thing has a Rindo Berry. We don't quite kill it easy, because we need the Citrus for healing. So, 274 divided by 4 is 68. Let me write that down somewhere. Because 274 minus 68 on switch in for Stealth Rocks plus Zen Headbutt critical hit is 81. Brings us down to 125. We then heal 68, bringing us up to 193. We then hit it with Draco Meteor number 1, dropping it down to below half HP. Interesting, Oblivious. Hold on. Oh, I'm getting Oblivious mixed up with Unaware. Hold on. This Pokemon ignores the other Pokemon's attack, special attack, and accuracy stat changes when taking damage. Interesting. Hold on, if you were Unaware, do you ignore my stat drops? I'm just curious. That's really funny. Okay, it's not what it's doing here. Okay, so we have 193 HP. We are faster than it, and even then we're inner focus. Unaware is a wild ability. So we get off our first Draco Meteor. We drop it below half HP. We take another Zen Headbutt. Critical hit max roll is 81. Brings us down to 112. We then get it with dual Wing Beat for like 41%. Yeah, 41% minimum. Not guaranteed to KO, but taking our third Zen Headbutt, we lose another 81 HP, bringing us down to 31. They're in their lane, they're vibing, they don't care about stat changes. Real and true. So yeah, Dragonite is then able to, on the final turn, click Extreme Speed if we want, or Dual Wing Beat again. It can KO Wishcash after 3 attacks minimum. Now, the thing we have to worry about is, let's see what happens if Dragonite... Well, hold on, actually. Because Dragon Bolt, 47.2%.
55.9%. I do think there's like a very slight range where Wishcash could come in before Togedemaru. But even then, we want to make sure that Dragonite coming in against Wishcash is fine. The first thing that's really nice is that we immediately get to ignore one of the Zen Headbutts because we're swapping in on Earthquake instead. So... we established it was, 68. So Dragonite, assuming it comes on, because we have to make sure that once it beats Wishcash, that it's at least above 35% max HP to avoid showing Toge Zing Zap into Urshi. If that happens, we might have to consider sacking Dragonite. Very unlikely, though. But so assuming Wishcash comes in, we swap in on Earthquake, because Dragonite's lowest HP possible is 138, and in that world, we're just baiting in Togi. So we need to be at least above 160, right? Which means we're always baiting Earthquake. We can never bait Zen Headbutt. Just based on how the math works. So EQ, or sorry, Dragonite. So we have 274. We lose 68 on switch in, but that's it. We use our Draco Meteor. We take critical hit, max roll Zen Headbutt, lose 81. Go down to 125, heal 68. We get off our next hit, lose another 81, brings us down to 112, but then we KO it on the following turn, which is above Zing Zap. So that should always be safe to swap Urshifu in on Iron Tail. So this should always work. And again, if Wishcash comes in against Dragapult, we threaten a 2-hit KO with Draco Meteor, so it can't set up Dragon Dance. Cool times all around. Now, for the next fight, we need Choice Scarf Arcanine and Choice Scarf Sneasler. You might note we used no choice items for that last fight. Pretty cool. So, what's happening here? Because Beware died, Arcanine is the first thing on the field against Cryogonal here. We are in Hail. We get no opportunity to heal between fights. Thankfully, this fight is literally just Arcanine, Dragapult, and Sneasler. So, Arcanine is out against Cry. We outspeed it. We one-hit KO with Flare Blitz. Nice and easy. We don't take Recoil. We do take some Hail. That's okay. Now, the thing is, we've established this before, Switch-In AI doesn't understand that you're choice locked. The enemy only understands choice locking once it's hit the field. So, for that reason, we are faster than Sigilif, we are faster than Electivire, we are faster than Walrein, and we are faster than Beartick. Sigilif sees that we one-hit KO it with Head Smash. Electivire sees that we one-hit KO it with Head Smash. Walrein sees that we one-hit KO it with Head Smash. Beartick sees that we one-hit KO it with Head Smash and Flare Blitz. For that reason, it's going to play down the line. In comes Sigilif. We are locked into Flare Blitz, but that's fine. We can afford to 2-hit KO. It doesn't do a lot of damage with Air Slash, it can't click Calm Mind because we fast 2-hit KO, and we're never proccing Weakness Policy because we're locked into a Fire-type move. So, we are going to hit Sigilif with Flare Blitz, and then we're going to do it again. Same rules apply. The rest of their guys think that we can fast one-hit KO it, so it plays down the line. In comes Electivire. So we do now need to calculate Arcanine's HP really quickly. I'm also going to replace this 68 here with 138 to remind me that that is the lowest possible HP Dragapult is at. The reason we had to track that is for this fight. So Arcanine is 299 divided by 16 is 18. 299 minus 18 for the turn it kills Cryogonal. The first turn it hits Sigilif. The second turn it hits Sigilif, plus 1 critical hit max roll Air Slash from Sigilif, which is 77. Brings it down to 168. Against Electivire, it does not see Thunderbolt at 114. It never goes for Magnet Rise, but it would be fine if it did, honestly. The main thing we're taking advantage of here is that this Electivire is the only Pokemon on their team that is not immune to hail damage. So, Electivire wants to go for Focus Blast. It's its highest damaging move. We are going to swap to Dragapult, who is immune to Focus Blast. During that turn, Electivire, 257 divided by 16 is 16. 257 minus 16 brings it down to 241.
It then sees that its highest damaging move into Dragapult, because highest damage on Thunderbolt is 55, and Dragapult taking 1 tick of hail does not bring it from 168 down to 55 HP. It should see that its highest damaging move is Weather Ball. So it wants to go for Weather Ball. We are going to swap to Choice Scarf Sneasler. Choice Scarf Sneasler takes Weather Ball perfectly fine. Confirming Weather Ball does not have any additional effects. It cannot like freeze or anything. Yeah, just power doubles and type changes. No extra effects. It's a ballistic move, technically. It then loses another 16 HP, bringing it down to 225. And you might note that Choice Scarf Close Combat does a minimum of 229 damage. Sorry, 225 HP. So we do 4 more than its HP minimum. Thanks to Choice Scarf, we are faster than it. We one-hit KO it. And we one-hit KO Walrein with Close Combat. And we one-hit KO Beartick with Close Combat. No priority moves on Beartick. No priority moves on Walrein. Ice Body Leftovers. Slush Rush Ice Gem. No gimmicks. All sauce. I will say we're almost at the 3-hour mark. Because I'm like, I could prep for the fight and then call the stream, but no, I should just run it. I should just run it. I should just run it. Even if I don't want to. Because once it's done, I'll feel better. Bag all these items. I really want to see Kabutops get the turn 1 critical hit Stone Edge, by the way. Because then I would be like, okay, it was worth it. It'll be a win for the mental. It will be a win for the mental. Hannah, you have no idea how hard it is to resist the primal urge in my brain to ask. So this seems like a good line, right? It's like, no. It's literally impossible for anyone who isn't me to keep up with all of the options here. There's so many spinning parts and numbers calculated and shit to account for. Hello, Hamilton. I wonder, did this line only work if Hamilton... Because I believe its attack was like 6 before. It's still KO Sigilaf. Okay. This makes me feel really good about that heart scale I used on Hamilton before. My internet is being whacked, so I can't even read the text. I'm just nodding. That's fine. But yeah, sorry, I keep getting Phoenix and Hannah mixed up because you both are the same shade of purple and similar username lengths. And you both have a bunch of underscores. But yeah, no, very satisfying to know that this line only works because we used a heart scale on Hamilton. Because I felt kind of bad about the impulse scale for that in Seafloor Cavern. That felt a little lazy of me. I'm camouflaging as someone better at Pokemon. Dragonite! Okay, Ularo, what level do you need to be? I mean, we could get you to 91 anyways, just for the funsies. We'll just get to, 83. It's like there's no one else who does this. Yeah. And the other thing is just like, Beware doesn't do a lot at this point because we have Urshifu. And we have, how's the gym been beating the back-to-back? We're actually literally prepping for the back-to-back right now. Also, hold on. I actually might need to level up Beware just a little bit extra. I don't think there's any downside to being level 91, because I'm now realizing critical hit liquidation into defense drop. Yeah, we should get Beware up to level 99. Or 91. I just need to confirm that there's no, like, secret sauce that fucks this shit up. Because, yeah, 91, we always die to Psychic. We're fine into Kabutops. Because there is a very small chance that it goes for Liquidation over Stone Edge. But, like, there's no reason not to mitigate literally all possible risk. Did I just enter during Beware Slander? You did not. Cool. I'm really sad that I have to sack my Beware. But it's just the one who does the best suicide lead for this fight. Yeah. Do gotta teach a Brick Break, though. Like, I don't know why I'm, like, freaked out that 91 somehow ruins this. It literally doesn't. Because, yeah, she always dies to Psychic, and she's slower than Gothitelle. That's all that matters. It's a shame, but I understand this BTB is painful. I had to sack Zoroark even with Beedrill lead. God, we even have Rapid Strike Urshifu. Like, we have the 3-hit bear, but unfortunately, our bear's actually too fast to be a good lead here. It's not like if we had like a plus attack bear instead of a plus speed bear, this would be free, I think. But we just don't have a good lead. And we could do this with Electros, but it's like a 1 in 360 that something goes wrong and we wipe. And obviously we don't want to wipe. So yeah, we'll get Ulara to, let me just confirm. So, critical hit, liquidation is 115. So, 329 minus 115 brings us down to 214 and then drops our defense by 1. And then we get hit by critical hit max roll Stone Edge is 202. We barely live that. Yeah, so we do actually kind of like really need to max just to make sure. 12 HP. Yeah. Oh wait, I just realized who you are, Cole. I'm sorry. I did. Hold on. You're who I think you are in Dexcord, right? Hold on. Oh, you're fucking Aaron. God damn it. Yeah, no, sorry. I'm also getting you mixed up with Cole. Because I associate you with Aaron, and Cole sounds like cool. It's difficult being me. But yeah, we get Beware up to level 91. Well, thanks for coming and checking out the stream. We're probably not going to do Juan tonight, and by probably not, I mean we're definitely not, because I have work in the morning. I think I'm going to change my Twitch username to my name sometime this week. It's very confusing. That's right, you're able to do that like once a month. Though it's probably going to be hard to get literally just Aaron. But yeah, no, sacking Beware hurts extra hard because this Pokemon is named after my wife, Soci. And I love Ulara. Unfortunately, no one can do it quite like her. Ulara gets to hold the sacred item. Mintmod? Would you rather Ulara hold TM37 Swagger or Heal Pulse?
For funsies?
Yeah.
What's she going down with?
Yeah.
Are those the only two options?
I mean, you could technically choose anything, but like, they also don't even need to be like TMs. I just wanted to like provide the option.
Heal pulse is sweet.
Curse is also an option, but so heal pulse.
Heal pulse is very sweet for her.
Because
Take a picture, send it to the Discord, tell her we're sending baby girl to her death.
it doesn't make me happy. Oh, also I did all this math with the level 91 Dragapult. There is no reason to not level up our Dragapult for future fights, so we are going to level up our Dragapult. Be-de-de-doo.
Will is currently very active in Discord at the moment, so he will see it.
Yeah, no, hell.
He will smite you for killing his favorite little baby girl. Next to Willow. I know I'm in second place.
Hannah, I should be dropping Bite for Fly, by the way, right? Not Shadow Ball. Like, I'm good to drop Bite. It's coverage, but like, so's everything else that's gonna go in this slot. Yeah, for sure. Cool. Zephynia learned Fly. I've never seen a Dragapult moveset like that, what the fuck? We got a Dreepy at level 78, I think. It might have been 77. 71. We got a level 71 Dreepy at Pacific Logtown, so it was too late to get Dragon Darts, and it was too late to get Sucker Punch. But I kept Bite for coverage, because it's slightly weaker Sucker Punch. But we got it early enough to still get a Shadow Ball. It's a funny guy. Just gotta get these fights done. It's literally perfectly safe. Brick break to Lada. Just because Hammer Arm and Superpowered, I want to risk like fucking something up by messing with her stats. And Brick Break gets the job done. Hamilton gets the first choice scarf. And just confirming, chat, right? Like, if the fight ends and Beware is, or Shifu is the thing on the field, but like Ular was the first thing on our team and the second fight starts, it's gonna be Arcanine that comes out, right? Like, there's no funny shit. It resets my team order. Yes, okay. And if it doesn't work, I'm clausing it. Which, it's not gonna happen. I won't need to clause it, but it's the thing I have to say to give myself peace of mind. If Beware dies fight 1, Arcanine will lead fight 2. That's the idea. Bum 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 bum. Scarf. Zephynia, I'm trying to figure out. It'd technically be better to do Spell Tag over Expert Belt, right? Because it shows more damage to the guys in the back. I don't need Expert Belt. I can do this with Spell Tag. Yeah, Rounding Error doesn't affect anything. And all it does is increase the odds Togedemaru doesn't come in second. And I don't know if I like that. Just double checking my numbers real quick. Yeah, no, we'll stick to Expert Belt. Levi needs the Mystic Water. And Deidre needs that most simple of items. The Citrus Berry. Quick break. Flare Blitz, Choice Scarf. Close Combat, Choice Scarf. In case some fucked shit happens, I'm gonna delete Aerial Ace off of Sly and give it Brick Break, just in case we somehow enter a hell dimension where Cryogonal gets up Aurora Veil. Also, Levi has it, which is good. It's just like extra security, you know? Damn. Okay. Could also teach it to Dragonite. Fine. There's no one on that team that Dragonite could even come in on to safely click Brick Break against. I'm nervous, but it's okay. Beware dies to Psychic Gem boosted Psychic. At level 91. Probably good to not change too many variables in the line now. Yeah, no, definitely. Choice Scarf, Expert Belt, Mystic Water, Citrus Berry, Urshifu with Mystic Water, KO's Togedemaru. Never Zing Zap over Iron Tail, as long as we're above the HP threshold, which we always are. Wish Cash can never go for Dragon Dance. We're just a little too strong. It's fine, it's chill, we're having a good time. TBH, depending on how Urshifu does against Togedemaru, it's possible that it can also sweep Wish Cash. Which is funny. Sophinia, you know Fly. Confirming that Fly with Expert Belt does in fact one-hit KO a Selgor. Oh, was the idea to use Spell Tag and then take like a single hit of Life Orb? That was the idea initially. That's fine though, we don't need it. We don't care if Bug Buzz drops our special defense because none of the guys behind it are using special moves. So, open with Iwi, 2 KO with Brick Break. Sactapult, OHKO with Phantom Force. Swap to a Selgor, OHKO with FLY. Wish Cash. So it could be Wish Cash or it could be Tokai. Oh, I didn't see what roamer did you get? Yeah, got Latias. We had to max its speed IV for Bethany, but there are worse ways to use a scale. Yeah, we have
Dual wing beat, D meteor, E speed. Ooh, I should know that this, I did change this line, I need to rewrite it. So it's open with Arca, OHKO, with F, Blitz. Swap to Sigi. To hit KO with Flare Blitz. Swap to Elec. Swap to Pult. Swap to Smee. KO with Good Combat. Swap to Waller. OHK. Oop. OHK with Close Combat. Swap to Bear. OHK with Close Combat. Alright, we just gotta send it. We just gotta send it, get it off my mind. One, two. Okay. Final vibe check. Ulara has Brick Break. That's all she needs. Hamilton has Choice Scarf and Flare Blitz. Close Combat has at least 3 PP. Sly also has a Choice Scarf. Zephinia has Fly, has Phantom Force, has an Expert Belt. Levi has Surging Strikes and a Mystic Water. Deirdre has a Citrus Berry. Draco Dual Extreme Speed. Dual Extreme Draco Speed. Send it. Out comes Kabutops, out comes Ulara. Kabutops has weak armor and a focus sash. It really wants to set up stealth rocks, but it's not guaranteed, and that's why we have to sack our friend Ulara here. We're going to click Brick Break. I want to see this thing land a critical hit Stone Edge to justify the choice I'm making. What can you do? You're fighting in Coyote time. I am fighting in Coyote time. Okay. It's gonna go for a move. Doesn't matter what it is, because Gothitelle sees a fast kill on us afterwards. Okay. Ulara, I'll see you on Friday.
Send your soldier out.
I can't do it as Lord General Talonier Westwind. He would never do that. What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
Look, as it stands, Ulara, you weren't a Sneasler when I found you. You weren't a Halucha, but goddammit, you were what we needed. I'll admit, it's been a while, and I don't quite recall the specifics, but I do recall that you are a bulky demon who fucking swept some fights and carried us after the loss of Kethri until we got our fighting type goats. And I am so very grateful for that. Tabitha Hero? That's right, Tabitha Hero! That was the thing, was you fucking killed Snorlax. And you got Hitmonleon on the right thing. You saved that fight that I fucked up by overleveling Pidgeot. And again, soldier, I'll see you on Friday. Okay. Do not send in Hamilton, send in Zephinia. We take rocks damage. That's fine. We Phantom Force. Guaranteed one-hit KO. Crit mattered. Now, we outdamage everything on their team. So, they're just gonna send in the one guy who's faster than us, a Selgor. Selgor's a funny dude. He can technically click Bug Buzz, but he's very likely to click Spikes here. We're gonna click Fly. Again, this line has been calced around a Selgor having 2 layers of Spikes. Interesting, it didn't go for Spikes, even though that was a guaranteed miss. I mean, it's fine. Only having 1 Spikes is just better for us. Like, that's the best of both worlds. In comes Togedemaru. Okay. Togedemogi wants to use Iron Tail. Yeah, it does way more damage than Endeavor ever could. So we are going to swap to Levi. We take some Spikes. We take some Rocks. We take an Iron Tail. Doesn't matter if it drops our defense. Okay. We KO this thing with Surging Strikes. Crit mattered. Crit mattered. It's just boosting its stats. Crit mattered. I think at our current HP, Levi might actually be able to just 1v1 Wishcash. Hold on. Max roll and Zen Headbutt is 146. Yeah. Yeah, we can just beat this with Beware. Yeah, we may as well just beat it with Urshifu. There's no reason not to. Because, yeah, just confirming it can never click Dragon Dance. We, like, not 2-hit KO. We 2 Surging Strikes kills it. And Zen Headbutt is a max of 146. So, yeah, fuck it. It can't flinch us. Zen Headbutt. And now we, yeah, we just KO with Surging Strikes. Okay. 4 fights in 1 stream. Ooh, hold on. I wanna... Don't look. Don't look. I need to... I just need to find a thing. There it is. Good. I'm glad that landed. That was worth it. We're in the hail now. Crygagagonal. Go Hamilton. Don't let Ulara's sacrifice be in vain. Thanks to Choice Scarf, we're faster than Cryogonal. We 1-hit KO with Flare Blitz. Simple as. Crit mattered. Okay. We threaten fast kills down the line, so they're just going to send in Sigilif next. Sigilif will click the only move that it can, Air Slash. That was weird. My computer monitor, like, flickered for a second. Flare Blitz again. Odd. Okay. Next up is Electivire seeing a KO with Focus Blast. Stream hung for a moment there too. Weird. And it's as long as the run doesn't crash. I mean, if the computer crashes, like, everything went according to plan. We just fucking run it back, right? Okay, Electivire sees that its highest damaging move here is always Focus Blast, so it wants to click it. We are going to swap into Dragapult to not take any damage. We take a little damage from Hail. He takes a little damage from Hail. He's about to take a little more damage from Hail. We are going to swap to Sneasler on Weather Ball. Sneasler takes at most 32.5%. Of course it could crit, but we're fine if it crits. It crit! Well, it's a good thing we're fine if it crits. Okay. Mineral on close combat is a guaranteed KO by a little over 4 HP. In comes the first thing in line, because we fast kill all of it. Believe it or not, close combat does 111%. Which is good. This Walreign's annoying. It has Substitute, Ice Body, Leftovers. Just, I hate those guys. Like, in theory, I think we actually probably could have beaten Electivire with Dragapult. I think it was just someone knocking around downstairs. It wasn't someone, like, knocking on our wall, I promise. It was just like someone like doing something. And thanks to Choice Scarf, we are faster than Beartic by a measly 100 points. And confirming that we do in fact kill it with close combat. Yeah. Yeah. Gauntlet down. 2 fights left in Sootopolis Gym. Thank you for your service, Ulara. I don't know why I'm posting all my screenshots to Discord. I think I'm just very proud of this gym. I think we have some really good fights. Why does someone just keep posting a bunch of photos of their face? B2B down. Now, the thing is, the next fight, the original line did actually require Beware. Thankfully, we were able to recover it and find a version that did not require Beware, thanks to the presence of our dear friend, the level 6-7 Mudkip. I'm not joking. It's the only other thing in our box that guaranteed shows a fast KO to Mr. Rhyme with exclusively Psychic. I'm gonna do something silly.
I'm gonna fly to Lava Ridge Town. And I'm gonna go into the Pokemart. I believe it's in this town. I would like to buy a single honey. That's what I should add or go down with. The music cut out in a weird way, and it made me think the game crashed. Oh, did I buy one earlier? I did. Well. Ulara was given the honey to hold. So that she might take care of the bees in Dole... What's the place you go when you die in Eberron? What's the place you go when you die in Eberron? Dole something? Dolor? I gave Ulara a honey to rest in the box with so that she may tend to the bees in Dolor.
Oh, no!
Except she's not actually dead. It's a treat for extraordinary teamwork. She's got a sprained ankle.
This is the jar of honey she's secretly been stealing from the whole time. The town's definitely called her out on.
Y'all, I can't believe Armaldo lived. That was fucking crazy that Armaldo lived. Lift him up indeed. And that is Lady Brianna and the last pearl. One more fight before Juan. Beauty Tiffany and Beauty Olivia. It's sad that we lost the bear. It's very sad that we lost the bear. But I'm sure she would understand. I hope. I hope Val's still streaming. I want to be able to raid in. I can raid into Val Breakbeat Bun. Yes. Who's playing White Knuckle right now? Raid. Break, beat, bun. Especially because we have like a decent chunk of people right now. Deathless Bethany? Fucking what? How? Who? Me, I guess. Hey folks, it's my birthday soon. It's my birthday on Wednesday. So yay, yippee, follow, join the Discord. It's currently linked in chat. I don't think I have my usual Tuesday date night tomorrow. My girlfriend had surgery and probably isn't in the most seeing people mood right now. So who knows? Maybe if I'm feeling particularly skippy and spry, we just hop back into this, but I doubt it. But like, most of the demons are done. Our Juan line is really clean. I think we have a really good option for the doubles after this. Like, happy early birthday. Thank you, Hannah. Gasp, I probably can't make stream before then, so happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. We're probably not gonna have a stream until my birthday, right? Like, next stream is we're probably gonna skip on Thursday, because Mint Mod and I are gonna we're taking some days off together to like hang out. Okay, anyways, thank you all so much for joining us. Until next time, I have been April, she has been May, you have all been incredible. Go say hi to Val for me. Rip and bear, never beware. All right, bye y'all.